Have you ever wondered how the justice system could get it wrong? Let's consider the case of Amanda Knox. In the heart of Italy, a gruesome murder took place that set the stage for one of the most controversial criminal cases in recent history. Amanda Knox, a young American studying abroad, and her Italian boyfriend, Raffaele Solicito, were thrust into the spotlight following the death of their roommate, Meredith Kercher. The evidence, or lack thereof, became a point of contention that would ripple throughout the trial. The supposed DNA evidence implicating Knox and Solicito was mishandled from the outset. The collection was bungled, the analysis was flawed, and the conclusion was questionable at best. Cross-contamination and inadequate procedures cast a serious doubt on the veracity of the findings. Despite this, the prosecution pressed on, fueled by a narrative that was more fiction than fact. Leading the charge was Giuliano Mignini, a prosecutor with a penchant for the dramatic. He spun a tale of a satanic ritual turned deadly, capturing the public's imagination and casting Knox and Solicito as cold-blooded killers. However, this narrative was not supported by the evidence. A third suspect, Rudy Guede, an Ivorian immigrant with a criminal past, was linked to the crime scene through solid forensic evidence. Yet, his involvement was downplayed, and the focus remained firmly on Knox and Solicito. The trial was further marred by aggressive interrogation techniques. Knox was subjected to grueling sessions that bordered on violation of her rights. These methods, coupled with the language barrier and the immense pressure, led to false confessions that were used against her. In the court of public opinion, Knox was already guilty. The media painted a damning picture of her, dubbing her Foxy Knoxy, and perpetuating the narrative of a seductive, dangerous woman. The truth was lost in the sensationalism, and the lines between a murder trial and a media circus became blurred. Despite these questionable circumstances, Knox and Solicito were found guilty. The chilling tale of Amanda Knox serves as a stark reminder of the fallibility of our justice system, where the quest for truth can sometimes be overshadowed by the allure of a good story. But what about Rudy Guede, the man whose DNA was actually at the crime scene? While Amanda Knox and Raffaele Solicito were put under the microscope, Rudy Guede, the man with undeniable ties to the crime, was largely overlooked. This Ivorian immigrant, with a criminal history, was linked to the brutal murder of Meredith Kercher through forensic evidence. Despite the clear evidence pointing to Guede, Italian authorities seemed to be in a rush to bury these facts. Instead, their focus was fixated on Knox and Solicito, who were caught in the crosshairs of a highly publicized trial. Guede's involvement was downplayed, his presence at the crime scene and his DNA evidence were not given the attention they deserved. In a shocking disregard for justice, the authorities seemed to ignore the key evidence, choosing instead to pursue a narrative that was far more sensational, but far less factual. The real criminal was overshadowed by a sensational narrative. Scene script. How powerful is the media in shaping public opinion, you might ask? In the case of Amanda Knox, the media played a crucial role, painting a picture that was more fiction than fact. Knox was portrayed as a femme fatale, a seductive murderer, a narrative that was far from the truth but made for riveting headlines. This portrayal was not confined to the courtroom or Italy, but spread like wildfire across the globe, tainting her image universally. The media's portrayal of Knox was not just misleading but dangerous. By focusing on her personal life, her looks, her behavior, they created a character that was easy to blame, easy to hate. This narrative influenced public opinion, swaying the scales of justice and leading to a wrongful conviction. The whole ordeal stands as a stark reminder of the media's power to mold public opinion, to alter perceptions, and, most importantly, to influence justice. The media's dramatic storytelling outweighed the truth. Years later, after a long legal battle, Knox and Solicito were acquitted. This moment marked the end of a nightmarish ordeal for Knox and Solicito, but it also sparked a broader conversation about the role of media and the justice system. The case became a stark symbol of a flawed justice system, where sensationalism often trumps truth and evidence. With the spotlight now on the Italian judiciary, the trial's numerous inconsistencies were exposed. Inadequate DNA procedures, a prosecutor's obsession with outlandish theories, and a media circus that painted Knox as a villain all came under scrutiny. The acquittal not only vindicated Knox and Solicito, but also prompted a reevaluation of the justice system's approach to high-profile cases. It raised questions about the role of media in shaping public opinion and the potential for this to interfere with the pursuit of justice. The Amanda Knox case serves as a haunting reminder of the importance of upholding justice for all. So, was Amanda Knox truly innocent? The case has left us with more questions than answers. It's a stark reminder of how easily the scales of justice can tip. Does it make you question the integrity of our legal systems? Does it make you wonder how many more Amanda Knoxes are out there, their voices drowned by the clamor of sensationalism? It's a thought worth pondering. Share your thoughts, and let's continue this important conversation about justice.